Yo, 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 yo. Filming on the iPhone 11 today. Yes, sir. Oh, yes. Beautiful day out here. Absolutely gorgeous day. Gorgeous day. Truly beautiful. All right, so topic of the video is going to be my thoughts on what variables go into creating a great athlete. And really, you could take this video, you could apply it to other fields of endeavor, because at the end of the day, the same qualities that create success in business, in school, in mechanicery, in archaeology, etc., man, this all applies. But I'll tailor this to athletics. So, my background, I ran Division I track and cross country in college. I was a pretty, I was a state level athlete, cross country and track in high school. And to be honest with you, I was not a super uber talented individual. Didn't come into the game, in my youth any better than anybody else. If anything, I say I was probably worse. So I think I have some perspective to offer on this, right? So what does it take to become successful in athletics? And I'm just going to boil it straight down for you. Culture. Now, I'm not failing to account for the fact that there are individuals that have incredible talent. Like, there is no doubt about that. And having great talent is a gift, but it can also be a curse. And I'll kind of get into that a little bit later. But culture. So you could take a group of low to medium, average, sub-average talent and create champions. Create a championship team. But it's got to be done in the backdrop of a successful culture. So what I mean by that is you've got everybody on the same page working towards a common goal. Everybody shares in that vision. It's got to be an environment where people are built up rather than torn down. Now, I would say the vast majority of athletic environments, be it, it could be anything from little league teams to high school teams to college NCAA teams. The vast majority of programs are an environment of a hyper competition amongst teammates. So like intra-squad competition versus inter-squad competition. It's people trying to basically out-alpha other people on the team. And in doing that, there is a failure to look at the bigger picture. So you might have, and again, this is not about talent. This is about culture. So in my experience, I've run on teams, both types of teams, where it's the culture is very hyper competitive amongst the squad, and it's basically like a dick measuring contest, every day. And then I've been on teams, fewer teams, but I have been parts of programs where the focus is on a bigger picture, and it's the focus is on building up the team and on competing against other teams, right? So yeah, and those types of teams are the ones that can really do something special. And those types of environments can take individuals who are average level of talent, quote unquote average level of talent, and elevate them to a level that they never would have gotten to otherwise. So that's the first thing, culture. It's got to be everybody on the same page, share a vision, building one another up with the common goal of, we're trying to, win this or win that, or win this title, or whatever it may be. But there's got to be shared vision, and there's got to be accountability. So you're holding one another accountable. Like when somebody misses practice, it's like, hey man, like, you're holding that individual accountable, because in them failing to improve themselves, they're undermining that collective vision that the team has. So yeah, like, that's really the foundation to any successful program. It's got to be bigger than oneself. And in doing that, everybody becomes better. So yeah, that's really the first thing. Culture. So what else do we have here? Consistency. That's the second thing. Consistency. There's got to be a measure of order and consistency to how the task, the problem, the goal is approached, right? So it's like, we have a plan. Like, on Monday we do this, on Tuesday we do this, Wednesday we do this, and so on. We rest on Sunday, we're back at it Monday. Like, it can't just be haphazard. Like, I feel like doing this today, I feel like doing that today. No, it's got to be calm and consistent. So, like I said, you do, like, Monday's Monday, Tuesday's Tuesday, Wednesday's Wednesday. It's planned, it's precise, and it's carried out as such. Now, that's not to say that you have to, people will interpret this as saying, oh, you got to go hard every day. No. And that's something else that I'm going to talk about. But rest, recovery, and working in time for leisure, etc., is pivotal. Because you can't burn the candle at both ends for long and expect the candle to stay lit. It's gonna burn out. So you got to incorporate rest. So yeah, so culture, calm consistency. What else? Leadership, mentorship. You need people who can set aside their ego. Veterans, right? Let's say you're on a team. Let's just use, let's use high school athletics or college athletics, where you have a system where it's a 4-year system, 5-year system in college if you count the redshirt year. And you've got younger athletes coming in, and like older athletes, mentoring the younger athletes. There has to be a measure of putting the ego aside for those older athletes, because we're sharing in this vision, right? So if we're sharing in this collective vision of what we're trying to accomplish, then it doesn't matter who's number 1 today, who's number 2 today, who's number 3. Like, the order, that bullshit pecking order that is the principal focus of what I was describing earlier, where there's a lot of intra-squad competition, and it's just like a toxic environment. That needs to be set aside. And if you look at the best athletic programs, or if you look at the best whatever, like you look at the best businesses, etc., that is the culture there. That's the culture there. So yeah, leadership, mentorship. No strings attached too, it's got to be selfless. Or it's got to be with the collective goal in mind. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's key, because you have to impart those values that say, like say you're part of a successful program, right? You want to impart those same values onto the younger athletes, so that they can refine it and make it even better as time goes on. Next thing is a measure of respect. And obviously everyone needs to respect one another, and the younger athletes need to respect the older athletes. Be willing to learn, listen, and set your ego aside. That's Man, ego is a very dangerous thing. It's, you know, it's a it can be a good thing to some extent, some little bit of it, but when it's allowed to run rampant, it can tear down everything that you've built. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So culture, consistency, a plan that's executed, calm consistency, mentorship and respect. Mentorship, leadership, and respect. That's really it, man. If you can get that type of a system in place and you stick to your guns, you just keep doing it. You keep showing up. It's not going to happen overnight, but with time, you're going to have great results. I don't care what anybody says, man. That is just a fact. So that's the formula right there. Vision, spirit, spontaneity, passion. Pour those things into that algorithm that I just laid out. Give it a year, 2 years, and you're going to be doing something special, man. So hope this helps somebody. Enjoy this beautiful day. Hopefully wherever you're at, it's as beautiful as it is here. Absolutely gorgeous here. And that's it, man. So God bless. Peace.